to Restaurant Chefinno logo help video. In this video we will see how to edit text and colors in Adobe Photoshop. Let's open the PSD folder, and then we can choose whether we're going to work with print or the screen file. We'll use the print version of this file. You can of course open it up by double clicking on it. If you have Photoshop open, you can go to File, Open, and open the file, or you can simply drag your file directly into the Photoshop application and it will open up immediately. Okay, so once we have the file open, you can see here in the Layers panel different color versions of the logo by simply turning on and off these layer groups. Okay, this is how we do it. Now we're going to be working on the color version. Okay, why don't we begin with color? To edit the colors, you can either double click on the shape or a layer that you want to change, and simply, let me just see this, and then simply once you do, you can change the color of the layer appropriately. Okay, let me find the symbol. Let's say this is line top. If we do this here, again, you can either change the colors in a picker, or you can add your own color values here. Okay, and it changes appropriately. The other way of maybe doing this a little bit faster is utilize foreground and background shortcuts. To set the foreground color, double click on the Set the Foreground Color icon here in the Tools panel. We can choose, let's make this something blue. Okay, and there we're going to repeat the process here for the background colors. I'm just going to make it a little bit more darker. And now I have set the foreground and the background. Now remember that the shortcuts are not connected to the colors themselves, but to the foreground and the background in the Tools panel. So if you change if you just reverse the colors, now this is your foreground, now this is your background. Make sure to see which color is where before start using this shortcuts. So the short story is, let's say we want to change this to light blue. You select the layer you want to change the color, then go to Alt Backspace to fill it with the foreground color, or if you want to change it to the darker blue, which is our background color, we select Control Backspace. So Control Backspace fills the color, the layer, the font with the background color. Alt Backspace fills it with the foreground color. Okay, and then you're done. Basically that's all you have to do. Now let's move on to the text. First, let's make sure that we have the character panel open. Oh, excuse me, before we move on to the text. The gradients here have been created through layer effects. So we need to, when you have this FX here in the layer, you know that certain layer effects have been used. Double click on that FX, go to Gradient Overlay, and simply select, you can select the first color, so this is the darker part of the gradient. You can either select the color here and manually change it, or once you have selected this, just go with the picker here and you can see it automatically appears. And now I'm going to do the same process for the lighter color. Okay, and voila, I've changed my gradient. Okay, now let's move on to the text. Like I said, first we need to make sure that we have the character panel open. if you don't see the character panel, go to Window and then Character. And let me just pull it out here so we can actually see what's going on while we're working on it. Now, let's select the text that you want to edit. You can either double click on the layer, text layer, and it will automatically select all the text, or you can select the type tool here from the tools panel and select the part of the text that you want to change. Select it, type in your own text, and voila, you're done. Now, if you want to edit text further, this is where the character panel goes in. Here you can change things like font family, font style, size, leading, etc. Once you have everything set up and ready to go, save it and you have a new logo all set up. Okay, that was it for this video. Thank you for watching this help video, and remember, if you have any questions about the template or you need additional help, please feel free to contact me on help@smdizajn.com. You can find that email address in the info file of the template. That was it. Have a fantastic day and see you soon. Bye.